Hello YouTube, it's your friendly neighbor HD Video Tuts here. We're gonna be making the Pixar lamp that kinda looks like this, but not exactly. Let's face the fact that if you were to make the exact Pixar lamp, given all the stuff going on in politics right now and all the new laws passing, you probably get copyrighted. Who knows? So that's an excuse for me not to make the exact shape, and this isn't the exact lamp made by Pixar. This was made by some dude in Divine Art, and I'm just gonna show you how to make it. So let's go. Hopefully you learned something from this tutorial. Let's open a cylinder, and you're gonna go to objects, and you're gonna put rotational segments. You're gonna put 14. Okay. Yep, 14. Missed those days. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. Actually, let's go with this view. And maybe like this. Yeah. Don't worry, I know it's not smooth. We're gonna put it into Hypernurbs later on. But don't worry, this is gonna help us model by exactly having 14 sides, or rotational segments, as you like to call it. Okay, we're gonna make it editable object. And before we do anything else, I want you to press Shift V, right? That's gonna bring up this menu, and go into Filter and make sure Axis Bands is selected. Trust me, you're gonna need it. And you know what? Copy everything I have right now, if you want to, because yours will probably look different if you don't. So let's get back to our object shape, and now the problem with making anything editable is let's press UL, and that will bring up a loop selection tool, which would make it a loop. Okay, if we scale this down, right, it's not connected. You know, that's the problem with everything when you make a editable object. So all you gotta do is go to Function, Optimize right here. But for me, I just have it right here, so I just click this. Boom, it's optimized. So press UL, boom, and you know what? Actually, not yet. Let's press nothing. Press K, and select loop right here. K is the knife tool. You can right click and click knife if you wanted to. I just prefer K. I'm gonna make a cut here and a cut right about here, and that will be it. So now what do? You get your selection tool, just UL, and you know what, press T, or just select this, just scale it, and scale it about that much. And this is really an artistic preference, whatever you want. Yeah, that's pretty nice looking. Let's go to our edge mode. You know what? Let's just stay here. UL, select this, and scale this up a bit. Don't worry. Don't worry about this part. All we're hoping for is getting a good curvy type, good shape around this. Okay, and that's perfect. Okay, and now we're going to making the actual bowl. So just press UL right here, press T for scaling, and kaboom, right? We got this. Now you wanna, this is completely artistic preference, whatever you wanna make. So I'm gonna right click and extrude. I'm gonna extrude it a little. Okay, and there's a problem right here, as you can see. Something's not right, I could tell. Okay, something is definitely not right. Okay, so control press, just undo whatever we just did. This, hopefully this is, what the hell is going on? Okay, let's go into a point mode and select the center point and just bring it up, right? And we're gonna go into this view and make sure it's aligned with everything else. That's what was causing the problem. I don't know why it did that, but that was weird. Okay, but now we're gonna extrude it. Like, yep, about that much. And go to edge mode, UL, select this, and see, now problem is, it worked out pretty good. I was gonna show you something else, but never mind. Okay, so we have the basic idea, right? As you can see, I told you we're not gonna be making the exact shape. We could, if we wanted to, we could add another edge right here and scale it up to give it a more curved look, and we could have pushed it down. But that would mean just copying them, literally, pretty much. We want to kind of be inspired by them, not copy. It's funny that I say that. Never mind. Okay, so as you can see, we have these holes, and these holes are actually on both sides. So go down. That's why I made it into 14 segments, so that we have enough. We can select 3 holes right here, and then come here and select 3, and yep, they're opposite each other. Okay, now what you want to do, right click and you want to select extrude inner, and you're going to go, as you can see, it's making one huge extrude. Okay, so as you can see, it makes one huge hole, but we want 3 separate. So what we do, Control Z, undo, and uncheck preserve groups, and now voila. So as you can see, we have our nice holes. Yeah, that came out wrong, but whatever. I really don't care. And you want to scale it down a bit if you really wanted to. Just scale it down on the y-axis a bit. And now you want to go into your view right here. And now if we put it in Hypernurbs, this would become oval holes. So you don't want that. So we're gonna get K and select the loop tool, not align tool. And you want to uncheck restrict to selection. You want to uncheck visible only, and you want to check create n-gons, because you want to create n-gons. N-gons are awesome. They're easier to work with, honestly. And no one here knows what n-gons are. Okay, whatever. Okay, we just made a cut, and we want to make another cut. Boom, right? Hopefully those cuts were in the right places, so let's check it out. Press delete and let's see what happens. As you can see, it's not oval, it's actually square, right? So we got this, right? Except for a couple of problems that we are going to fix right now. Number 1, we don't need this, so delete. Number 2, I wanted this to be a little bit rounder, so just press K, get the loop tool, and make a cut right here, and come here, UL, okay. And you want to scale it up a bit. That gives it a little bit round-ish feel. Now you want to make K, and you want to make a cut we want this edge to be a little bit sharper than that, so we're gonna uncheck our Hypernurbs, and we want this edge to be sharp, right? So we're just gonna make a cut here, and another, oh, we can't make a cut there, that sucks. And I'm gonna make a cut here also, and let's check it. Okay, now this is looking pretty good, right? Except we have a problem. Whenever there's a Hypernurbs and there's a top thing going on, see how there's like little weirdish feel right here? That happens whenever you have Hypernurbs and the top of a cylinder like this. So what do? It's a simple solution actually. You press just make a loop cut right here, one right here, and boom, it's fixed, and we have a nice edge. Got this. Now there's a problem, right? Our lamp is paper thin, and we need to fix that. But before we do that, let's for a second scale it, squish it a little bit. This is looking more accurate. Now you wanna come in here and go to our polygon selection mode, press Control A. That selects everything. You're gonna go right click, extrude, and you wanna make sure you have create caps selected, and that would make this. That would make these caps. If we didn't have caps selected, let's say we don't, it would make this on the outside and this on the inside. That looks awesome, right? So you're gonna have create cap selected, and you're gonna make sure you get the right amount. Just slightly go in, like about this much is right. Alright, and I like sharp edges, so I'm gonna get the loop selection tool again. Actually, I'm gonna get the loop knife tool again, and let's make a cut near the edge so that it's very edgy. Excuse all the puns that I do in this video, please. Okay, let's see how it's looking. It's actually looking pretty good. It's coming out great. Over here, it's also looking pretty good. I think we might have made it a little bit thicker than we wanted, but that's all right. I can live with this. So let's make it. Okay, let's rename it to lamp head. It is always a good habit to name your objects. Let's see how much we're in the timeline. 14 minutes. Great. I thought I was 10, but no. Okay, this is gonna be a huge file, but who the hell cares? Okay, let's rotate it. You know what? I'm not gonna rotate it for now. Just put it up, and let's go into our view. Well, let's just go into our front view. It's much easier that way. Okay, we have our thing, and let's go in here. And as you can see, now we're going to be making. Oops. Now we're going to be making these things, right? There are 3 of these, so let's make that. Let's make it happen. I think it was, how do I approach this? By the way, I'm completely winging this tutorial. I haven't done this before. Great car, great. I'm making a tutorial here. Alright, let's make a cube and pull it up right here. And you wanna rotate it actually. Like until the edges match. Get the perfect angle, and you want to make it about a little bit smaller than, yeah, this is a perfect size. And now we're gonna boom, right, go into our edge mode, point mode, and we're just gonna go to our selection tool, uncheck only select visible, and select this tool, select this point, hold down shift to select both points, get our scale tool and scale it down like this. By the way, we don't have to do our optimizing right now because we're selecting all the edges. Right, that looks about right. I can live with that. Okay, now as you can see, we have a huge problem. This is too big. The problem's not that huge because we can just go and scale it down. See how that happened? Okay, now we actually do have a problem right here. This is placed wrong. I'm just gonna rotate it to make it a correct placement, and I think a 45-degree rotation should about do it. Yeah, let me see. We did a 45-degree rotation, and so this looks messed up, and this looks messed up. I really don't know right now. I think I got it right. This one is, yeah, that's correct, but this is confusing me to death. Okay, see, you wanna have the correct placement, so I'm just making sure. So yeah, 45-degree angle rotation should about do it. I know I'm spending too much time, but I don't want you guys to mess up. That's why. Actually, I don't want me to mess up in front of you guys. That's why. Just kidding. Yeah, we want to insert it in just a little bit. You know what? Well, not yet. Let's put it inside. You know what? Actually, never mind. We're just gonna bevel the edges, and that should about do it. Just come in here, make sure you optimize again. Actually, let's go to edge mode and press Ctrl A, selects all the edges, right click and bevel, and we want to make sure it's a convex bevel, I think. Yeah, and then you're done. Subdivision like 3, and yeah, this is looking nice. So this is perfect, and we didn't even use Hypernurbs. So let's just insert it in as much as we want. No pun intended. We want to have two side by side, so we're gonna go into here and we're gonna go to here and select symmetry, insert it inside, and it's on the wrong axis, but that's pretty cool, looking like a robot. Just change it to ZY, that's not working, ZY, that's not working, XZ, that's still not working, XY, that's working. And now you just want to move it to the left, boom, and now you're impressed. Okay, just kidding, I don't copy people. Let's go into a font tag and turn it down a bit to like 22. Actually, you know what, let's turn it up to like 44. You don't want to have too much font, it's never a good idea. So this is our head, this is our complete head. not our head of the lamp. So let's just press Alt G to insert inside of what's it called, null, and we're gonna name it lamp underscore head underscore all. That's great. How do you come up with these names? And let's go in here, and actually let's go in here. Okay, so we have our this, right? But as you can see, we're using this over here too, and also over here. So what we're gonna do is just gonna duplicate it, man, and that'll be it. We're running 21 seconds, so let's hurry up and just get the symmetry object and press hold on control and pull it out, and we have another one. So let's just oh, the axis as well. You know what, let's just change the axis to near it. No, okay, that's how you change the axis. Go back to this tool and ka-chow, right? So you want to put it right about here, and let's just rotate it 180, and that looks about right. Go down and from here, that looks perfect. And let's fix our rotation thing. Actually, let's just set it to 0, 0, and 0. So that's perfect. Okay. Doesn't really matter where it is. I kind of center it in, so it's gonna go from here, boom, and there's a whole supporting plate. This now, you know what this looks like? This looks like a goddamn sphere smushed, not smushed like Jersey Shore. That would be horrible. So let's make all of these 23 minutes. Goddamn. All right. Let's make our base plate. Now let's check out the scale. It's about as big as this. The plate is as much as radius as this. So that looks about right. And we're just gonna scale it down. Actually, we can't do that, so let's just make it a object. What's it called? Editable object, editable poly object, and just push it down. Okay. And why did I go back up? Okay. And let's just go down here and smush it down even more. The train. Okay, this is correct. We want to go into point selection mode and go into rectangle selector and just delete all of this. Actually, press Ctrl Z and uncheck only select visible elements, and then select it. Boom, got rid of the whole layer. Now as you can see, you want to have one layer beneath the red line, so that's because we're gonna scale it up. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna just scale it up on the red line, right about there. You're gonna have like a little curve, but not too much, so that's looking good. I want to select the whole thing and make sure it's above the red line. It's actually just touching the red line, which means it's on the axis. Let's create a cylinder, and let's just make it small and boom and ka-chow. Okay, what that is this little cylinder, if you can see. Oh crap. Yeah, right there. So that's about done. We have done almost all of our work, and let's rotate our lamp head to looking this way. So just take this. We're gonna change this axis to about right here, and just make it look. Oops. Just make it look that way. And this looks about right. So as you can see, we have our things correctly placed, kind of. So all we're gonna do is add like a couple of cube objects, and great. Why does this always happen when I'm doing a tutorial? Is the world trying to tell me something? Okay, you're gonna have it exactly correct. Like, if you don't, you will die in 2 days. I'm serious. Unless you send this video to 5 other people, you know. So, make it small like this, because we're gonna have double of these, and you wanna have them like, never mind, wrong. You wanna, yeah, you wanna rotate them to like, don't worry about how long it is for right now, but that's what she said. And you wanna just make sure you get the scale correct. For some reason, okay, we got this. Alright, duplicate it and just drag that one up. Kaboom, right? We got this too. Now you wanna select both of them, press Alt G and just select lower bars and duplicate them and just name them upper bars, upper. Okay, now these upper bars need to go on the upside, so let's just put them where they belong, you know. You know what you can do if you have them in a null is you can change their axis to right here and just rotate them from right here, so that you have this side done. And just select these two and just oops, not on the X, probably on the Y. Yeah, a little bit more on the Y, and we we are done, my friends, with modeling this. Yeah, pretty much that is it. So there you go. Come back to part 2 for materializing. Thank you for watching. This has been a great tutorial. Come back to part 2, which would go over how to materialize and light this. Thank you guys for watching. This has been HD Video Tuts. I'll see you on the next one.